Remember this backdrop view right here? Hey, I got an idea. You want to come with me? Alright, let's go. Outside. I wanted to get outside for a little bit. Try a different kind of view. And having lived at this place for a bit, there's a view I haven't seen. And it is this one right here. Yeah, just outside here. A little bit tucked away from the apartments. Anyways, now that we found this beautiful new spot right here, I think it is time that we talk about a few things. Like how to be an authentic person. So in the previous video, which I highly recommend that you go see, to kind of get an idea, it was mentioned about staying true to yourself. Doing things that are authentically you. But what if, for example, you're someone who, how can I say, has not been all so authentic? What if you have been doing things because people have told you to or said that you should? What do you do if you're inauthentic? And you want to change that? Some of myself is still the same. A good chunk of it, actually. A good core part of myself is still the same. Being a nice person, things like that. But habits that I would do on a regular basis that I don't do now, they have changed. So how do you go about changing yourself without becoming inauthentic? One bit of advice that I recommend is something that I've been doing, which is going back to basics. What I mean by that is, when you're a kid, what are some of the things that motivated you to do things that, things that inspired you? What are some things that you did? When you're lost as an adult, which sometimes, more than likely, probably will happen to anyone, sometimes it's good to go back and reflect. Imagine, for example, you're a kid again, and you are next to a toy box, and there's not any other kids, or if there are, they're just playing with some random toys. But basically, you are able to go in the toy box and pull out something that you want to play with, and that's it. You have complete say in what you want to play with and what inspires you and motivates you. And that can shape you as a kid and as a person. Those choices can shape you. So why not now? I think there's a lot of pressure with doing what other people are doing. I say that you should do this, or some person of a high enough status says that you should do X, Y, or Z. I feel like there's some merit to it. If you want to exercise, I think it's good to, kind of do some research and talk to people that know a little bit about exercise and healthy eating habits and healthy choices and stuff like that. But if you literally just want to go and pick up playing football, you should be able to do that. You should be able to pick up something that interests you. It's not really a question of, is it being authentic? It's just you're trying on different hats, as they say. You're trying on different things that you may even have questioned yourself if it's something that you can authentically do. And when you're young and you have to figure out the things, the learning curve, as they say, it can be challenging to do that. But it could definitely be rewarding to figure something out. Solving problems, I think, is a great way towards happiness. And what's great about it is that there are always going to be more problems to solve. Always going to be things to figure out. So, you try on a different hat, you give it a go, you see how it makes you feel, and you realize that it doesn't work and you try something else. And I think seeing it that way can help build someone into being an authentic person. Being authentic doesn't mean that you just stick to your guns, you stick to what you know and that's it. If you try something else and you feel like it's new, that doesn't make you inauthentic. That makes you someone who likes to experiment. And it is through that experimentation that we find what really is who we are and who we can be. To recap, try looking back at the things that you enjoyed as a kid. See if there's any kind of back to basics hint that can give you in terms of trying out new things. And if you can't really think of anything that way, at least remind yourself that open-mindedness that you may have had as a kid, bring that back on the next project or the next thing you want to learn or try. And don't be afraid to make mistakes when you are trying something new, when you're trying on a new hat. And if it works out, and it's something that you're good at, and you're wondering, man, should I start doing this more, regularly? Yeah! You should do it more regularly if you enjoy it, and if it fits, and you could put enough attention to it, and it can be authentically you. Now, staying motivated, now that's another subject. And we will address that too. But for today, don't worry about the next thing that you want to try. Just give it a try and see what happens. I hope you have a great day. I'm glad that we've been outside a little bit. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye!